Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. Pride is officially kicked off on Jorvik and some rainbows have returned. It is week 2 of the Summer Days Festival and we have actually a lengthy news post today. So let's go through it bit by bit and see what's new in Star Stable this week. First though, not in the news. Why do I always do this? I always start with something that's not in the news. There's a new survey. So last summer, if you recall, Star Stable put out a survey asking us which horse breeds we would want to see come to the game next. And they've actually taken that input. So based off of those survey results, they decided which horses would be added to the game this year. That's why we've gotten the Criollo, the Hanoverian, the Mule, coming soon, the Rocky Mountain Horse, which will be called the Jorvik Mountain Horse because Rocky Mountain Horse name itself is trademarked, the Black Forest Horse later this year, and an updated Illusion. So if you want to influence some changes to the game, make sure to do that survey, pick 3 breeds that you are interested in seeing come to Star Stable. There's 21 options, and hopefully we'll get to see them in the game sometime soon. Next year, ideally. Okay, and back to the actual news post. So starting today, the Pride Parade is back. At the top of every hour, the Bobcats will spawn along the path outside of Moorland and make their way towards Fort Pinta. Don't worry about being perfectly on time though, they'll wait there for about 2 minutes before the fireworks go off and the parade begins. Ooh, worth noting, it looks like, so first of all, it's all of the new Bobcat girls. 2, it looks like they all have updated horses. Or at least... Huh? Wait, why did they just despawn? Hello? I didn't go that far. I literally just went to the end of the line. Why did they despawn? Did they all just like transform into their horses like the whole like Idris fiasco where they were all turned into white Lusitanos? This one, I think this is, well, I mean, not that I can tell anymore, but the one riding the Halflinger, I believe, is the one who was like the dressage NPC, I think. Again, not that I can check because they all disappeared. Alright. Okay. Just run right through the parade. That's fine, NPC. In my defense, I did stop to take pictures, so it's technically not synced anymore. So worth noting, if you stop to take pictures, you will not be left behind. The NPCs will stay with you. Oh, that's why they disappeared now that I'm realizing it. It's because they made it to the end of the parade route, which ends at the disco, so they've all been transported off their horses. But I was the slowpoke taking pictures, so that's why. It's because they're not actually on their horses anymore. Alright, interesting. Yeah, that's my fault. Alright, let's see where they actually end up, because typically, historically in years past, we would have already gone down to the beach. Not this way, down that path over there. We would have made our way. Or maybe it is this way? I thought it was more gradual, but we would go down this way. But as you can tell, we're not going down that way anymore. We are actually headed to the disco, which honestly makes so much more sense as a final, like, parade destination, is to go to the disco. So that's where we're going. I just wanted to kind of see how the horses got there, because I don't know if we're going around Fort Pinta, if we're going directly to the disco, what's going to happen. So we continue to trot. Oh, yep, all the horses are starting to despawn. There we go. Now, is the disco actually active while this happens? Yes! DJ Kai is playing music. I don't know how long DJ Kai will be playing music, because I do know that when years past, they would kind of leave. They would kind of be dancing like the whole hour, and then they'd leave like 10 minutes before. So, will the disco only be inactive for like 10 minutes unless they leave earlier? I don't actually know. And I'm not going to stand here for an hour and find out because there's so much more stuff for us to talk about. But anyways, we ended the disco. And now that we are at Fort Pinta, there is a new shop. Oh, actually, there's technically several shops over here. But there is a new specifically rainbow-themed shop across from the disco. And this is where you're going to get your Pride decorations, your earrings, your horse ribbons. Those are your options. Earrings or horse ribbons, but it's worth noting that all of them only cost 1 Jorvik shilling, so you don't have to break the bank in order to show your pride. Alright, next on the agenda is the returning magical horses from Rainbow Festivals past. We have the 2 Dutch Warmblood magic horses, Bronte and Serenus, returning from last year, and Tenebrae and Prisma. Tenebrae is a Jorvik wild horse, and Prisma is an Appaloosa. All 4 are returning from years past and have some slight price decreases. Bronte and Serenus are available for 799 star coins, and Tenebrae and Prisma are available for 559 star coins. Their magic pets have also returned with them. The 2 Panda Rays from last year going with Bronte and Serenus are available for 299 star coins, and the Raven pets for Prisma and Tenebrae are available for 189 star coins. Also in the shop is a Pride Terrier for 209 star coins. Also returning this week is the beloved Rainbow Race Through the Clouds. So if you go over to this lookout point in Fort Pinta and ride all the way across the Rainbow Bridge, you'll find the race start for the Rainbow Race. And I will be turning my music on for this one. I feel like that's not true. A mysterious portal, this can only end well. There are mysterious portals that can end horribly well, unless it's just sarcasm. Anyways, either way, you're gonna go through the portal, you're gonna go do the Rainbow Race. It is 2 laps around, so we're gonna go do that real quick. 750 shillings and 375 horse experience? Okay. This might just be because it's the yellow exclamation quest, but we're gonna find out what the rewards are for the blue daily as well. Why is it nighttime? Is this supposed to be nighttime? I never realized that the time of day matters in this race, or not that it matters, but that it changes in the race. That's cool. Oh, come on. There was a time that I tried to high score this race. That's not happening. Oh! Huh. My instinct was to go over that little ramp thing, because the reason why this race was 2 laps was because there were horseshoes that you had to collect along the way. But we're not collecting horseshoes anymore. We are simply just doing the race. Is this a new addition, this rainbow? Oh, because it's the finish line. I get it. Okay. I don't recall it doing that before, but that's very cute. Yeah, I know I didn't do that great. So that was 750 and 375. 500 and 250. So still a lot of shillings and a lot of horse experience. So still a great addition. Just not quite as much as doing it for the first time. So definitely worth doing this for the shillings, and I'm sure it will also count towards Ben's beach activities as well, which it looks like there's actually a quest, so let's go do that. Now, okay, hold on. Is there actually a high score? Yeah, I don't know if the high scores actually count, despite there actually being a high score. You know what? Let me... Do I really want to do this race 2 more times to check to see if the high scores actually record? No, they don't. Okay. So I probably should have done this earlier, but there is a quest talking about the additions to this week's Summer Days Festival. Welcome to another fantastic week of Summer Days. Let's take a look at what's new this week. Things are heating up in Fort Pinta, and the summer breeze seems to have brought in some rain clouds and rainbows from a world beyond. Just somewhere over the rainbow, you'll not only find bluebirds, but a race across the clouds. The colorful and fun vibes seem to have encouraged some more horses from Jorvik and beyond to visit. You can find them by the disco. Shibby Tim is back, and I've heard he's been requesting some help down at the beach. The parade of celebration also taking place every hour, starting at the road between Moreland and Fort Pinta, ending with a party at the disco. As the weeks progress, we will have more activity here at the beach and in Fort Pinta. Come back then. If you want another refresher, feel free to come and talk to me. Have fun. Okay, so Shibby Tim has a quest and an update. He's gotten a bit of a facelift. He now matches the player character model, and it's nice to see, like, it's kind of cool to see them use the player character model to actually create a masculine looking character, because I feel like a lot of people think that there's, like, stifled, that there's not much that they can do. Granted, I don't think this is a face shape we have access to. I haven't checked in a while, but that doesn't mean that they can't add it in the future, so that we can have more masculine character model features as well. And the same goes for Ben as well, because he also is reminiscent of the player character style, though with some variations, like different hair, and I think different face shape as well. Anyways, Tim, what's up? Yo, what's up, Arya? It's me, the one and only Tim Hooper. Is it Hooper? Hopper? Hooper? I think it's Hooper. Things are totes groovy over here. I mean, like, sure, I'm on cleaning duty, and Ben over there has got the cool job, I guess. Hey, look at me, I'm Ben, and I beach. Ugh, let's be real, man. He's literally just a guy. And also, what good is beaching doing for the environment? I didn't realize Shibby Tim was an activist. That's why that James dude sent me over here to do my best work. And dude, that's awesome. No one to interrupt my eco work, just me and Bruce. You mean Ben Shark Bruce? Oh no. Yeah, man, me and Bruce, my pet shark. He's like my best friend in the entire world. Don't mind Ben saying Bruce is his buddy. He has no clue, dude. He says he speaks shark, but man, his dialect is all orca. My shark speak, however, is on top, and Bruce is totally part of the Save the Environment crew. He even helped me clean up around here. No joke, dude, the highlight of his day is when he gets his smoothie scraps from the cafe here. I feed him every day so he doesn't get peckish. Otherwise, he'll try to steal the beachgoers' ice creams, and he'll move on to something more hearty like sandals. And then, well, you don't want to know what he'll eat next. Let's just say I had to pick horsehair from his teeth the last time he went hungry. Don't tell me that. Just joshing, dude. I haven't skipped a day of feeding Bruce yet. But without someone's help, today might be the day I do. You see, I have some classes in shark grammar scheduled, and that snarky little James dude will have my head if I leave my shift. So I need help to feed Bruce while I'm busy. What do you say? Will you help an old shark out? Take this bucket of fruit and pour it straight into the sea, and old Bruce will be good for the day. Okay. Here you go, Bruce. Launch crunch. You fed Bruce. Return to Shibby Tim. I have a feeling that that cutscene was supposed to be a different angle, because I just had complete control of my character still. Who's to say? Dude, you're the best. Shh. Oh, God. Are you saying Shibby like it's Skibbity? Hey, you're like the most competent person I've met today. You seem to know what you're doing around here. If you help me with some other tasks, I'll make sure you get properly paid. See it as a summer job of sorts. You dig? Shibby, I'll have a task or 3 for you every day, and I swear you'll get paid for the work you do. Okay. Ooh, okay, so we have some quests with Shibby Tim for deliveries, cleaning the beach, and feeding Bruce the shark. So, let's go ahead and do all 3 of these. Oh my god, are they each 250? Yo, this morning I noticed a bunch of glass bottles on the beach. Not cool, pal. If they break, someone can hurt themselves. Can you go pick up glass on the beach and save poor beachgoers' feet? 250? Yo, you know that Shibby Captain Waterloo dude? He's prepped a delivery of smoothie ingredients outside of the disco. Can you go pick them up for me? And this one's 500. Shibby Tim's gonna give you like 1,000 a day. That's incredible. If Shibby Tim is giving us 1,000 a day, well, he said a task or 3, so I don't know if these tasks are every day, but assuming that they are. So if you have the 3 tasks, you're getting 1,000. The race is 250, and then you're still getting the 1,000 from last week from doing your championships, doing the memory game, the fishing, and the Aideen's race. This is like making money the festival. Okay, and now to grab the delivery from Captain Waterloo. Ah, okay, this is one of the ones that you can't run with. However, I've been told to trick. Get off your horse. Get back on your horse. It doesn't matter anymore. Alright, Tim. Give me my money. Oh wait, hold on, what didn't I do? I didn't feed the shark again. Yep, still can look around. I can't move though. So I'm not sure if that was supposed to change the angle or if it's just supposed to pause you so we can do the animation. So speaking of the summer activities, let's go check out the chore board and see what new things have been added this week from the activities that we've gotten. And let's see what the threshold is for the next reward. Okay, so we still have the 4 from last week. I still have to do the daily version of the Rainbow Race. I just did the high score version. And then all 3 cafe jobs. So I'm guessing we are going to get these every day. And it looks like the new threshold is 14 activities per the week. So that is 8. So literally, if you do all of these activities for 2 days, you'll complete the week. So even if there's something that you don't want to do, if you don't want to do the championship, if you don't want to do the rainbow race, if you don't like the fishing, you can just pick and choose which ones you want to do and you will still complete it in the week. Now, in the spirit of being thorough, I did record the quest dialogue for what happens when you complete at least level 1. We'll see what level 2's is next week, so let's go through that real quick. That's right, Bruce. The effort insert character's name here has put in is really impressive, and you can't deny the results. Ice cream sales are up, the sun is shining, and the tourists are happier than ever. Although you might not be ready for a promotion just yet, I'll still give you, like, a token of my appreciation, dude, for a job well done. Keep it up! And that's it, then you get the reward. I did notice that I do still have to go and talk to the board again just to clear the yellow exclamation, but that's it, you've already gotten the reward. So I gotta say, the news played up Shibby Tim being a lot saltier than he actually was about Ben stealing his friend. Oh, and you know what? Speaking of Ben, I have a confession to make. So last week when this quest started and Ben was introduced and everything, and I figured he was just kind of like a beach guy, and I didn't understand a lot of the references, and it turns out that's because Ben is 100%, and you probably already know this, is inspired by Ken from the Barbie movie, whose job was beach, and he's just Ben, like he's just Ken. So yeah, I didn't know that because I hadn't seen the Barbie movie. However, last Wednesday, when my friend realized that I hadn't seen the Barbie movie, we did sit down and we did watch it together, and I cried like a baby. So don't worry, I fully know about the Barbie movie now. I have watched it, it was amazing, and now I am fully up to date on Ben's lore.
Sublime!
So that is it as far as the additions for summer days. However, there are still 3 sections of the news to talk about. These seem to be more quality of life focused and just general gameplay enhancements. So first up, Simplified account deletion. Now, don't panic, you're not going to accidentally delete your account because this only applies to non-Star Rider accounts that do not have any purchases. So I will read this part verbatim so that there is no confusion. Starting within the next weeks, deleting a non-Star Rider account that hasn't made any purchases. This applies to accounts without any real money purchases. For accounts with payments, please contact customer support. Will be made easier. Just log into the account on starstable.com, find the delete account link, and follow the instructions. After requesting deletion, a confirmation email will be sent to the associated address. The deletion can be undone within 72 hours by simply logging into the account again. So if you have a Star Rider account, if you have an account that you've made real money purchases on, you will still need to contact customer support, so you will not do that accidentally. This is exclusively for non-Starfighter accounts that have not made any real-life money purchases. The next one is titled Small Tweak. Not 100% sure how I feel about this one, but we will see. We've cleaned up a bit in the riding arena. The jumps are no longer permanently placed in the arena, making space for future props and races. Lynn's races have also gotten a nice visual update, making them more fresh and fun. We're gonna go check those out in a second. So let me tell you about my reservations. 1, having the jumps available at all times. I've done several like jumper shows that actually use that arena. So not having them there for everyone to see does pose a challenge when it comes to live showing, which means we can no longer use that arena until they introduce paddock props in that arena. It would have been nice if they removed them because they've added paddock props, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like they've removed them so that they can add them in the indeterminate future. So that's a little frustrating for me. Not that I had any shows coming up that used that arena. However, I am part of the Fawn Lake Equestrian Center, and that is one of the spaces that we do use. So I'm hoping they add something soon, so we can use that space again. So I don't know. We'll see. I would like more races there though, because again, because I'm part of the Fawn Lake Equestrian Center, it would be nice to have more things to do in that area as well. That's a little bit more selfish of me, but I do like the Silverglade Equestrian Center. I like all of the amenities that it has. It's an excellent home stable. So more stuff to do there is great. I just wish that they had added paddock props already when they removed the static jumps. So that's my only concern there. But let's go see what the actual changes are, and I will give you my thoughts. It already looks so empty from here. Oh, I mean, on one hand, this now becomes like a nice arena to do Hunter Flats because it's nice and big. I don't know if it's too big for like in-game chat. You have to be careful which arenas you use, because if somebody's on one side of the arena and you are on the other giving commands, they will not see your chat bubble, which can be tricky. Although, honestly, if you're standing in the middle, you'd be fine. But I know from the bleachers to the door, you will not see chat bubbles anymore. That I know for sure. Okay, and it also said that there have been other changes to these 3 races, so let's take a look at them. Ooh, okay. We have some new jumps. I probably should check to see if there's a music change as well. But it seems like I think the course is the same. Which one did I do? It feels like they got rid of some of the jumps, which kind of made the original a challenge in a way, because you had to kind of also remember which ones you were going over. It also like made it a little bit more realistic, like there's going to be more jumps than you actually need, because sometimes they host multiple courses that use different jumps. Alright, let's turn on the music for a sec. Ooh. Did I hit that one? Is that why? Hold on. We're starting over. Nope, this one just doesn't have higher jumps. Wait, hold on! Oh my gosh, this one's so cute! We haven't seen this one before! That's adorable! This is also technically a new song. This is Celebration, which is like DJ Kai, The Miscreants, I think Lisa Peterson. But it's instrumental only, which is a fun song to choose. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that... This jump is like, well, it's a kind of like library theme, but like some of the books are from like Fripp's library. And I like this jump, of course. And the third. Shut up. Shut up, this one's so cute. That's adorable. Okay, we're not going to talk about my performance. That's bad, okay? Okay, so I'm pretty sure the courses themselves are the same. It's just different jumps, and they've taken some away. So it might change well, it's definitely going to change, like, the high scores and, like, your fastest route because you don't have to avoid certain jumps. Okay, that'll be interesting. I want to do the first one again just to see if the music is also instrumental celebration. Glad I did it because it is a different song with no vocals. I'm passing time down the wall. This is a Lisa Peterson song. Oh, Stars. It's Stars, but it's the DJ Kai version of Stars. This is cute too with the clouds. Fun. Cute. All right. Now I feel like I need to double check the third one and see if it was still celebration. It is. Okay, we're done. And the last one on the list is removed costs. We've updated 2 features in the game to no longer be purchasable with star coins. The first is regarding the horse trailer. It is now only possible to pay for the trailer with Jorvik shillings. Gone are the days of frustrations and misclicks. Thank goodness, because nobody should have been using star coins to trailer, because that is such a waste of real money. Like 2 star coins, you think like, oh, it's just 2 star coins, but that was probably like $2. So it should still be 25 shillings to use the trailer. You just can't use star coins anymore, which, thank 18. And the second one is also interesting. The second change is the cost of changing home stable. Now it doesn't cost anything. Simply walk up to the door of the preferred home stable and confirm the move. Simple. So I am someone who has changed my home stable a couple of times, and I also have not changed my home stable on my side account. Despite considering it many times, it's just very convenient to have Moorland, especially when it comes to like filming roleplay stuff, because that account is a lot slower and the horses aren't always happy. So running around is a little tedious. So I like to have them at Moorland because it's like a lot of the times I film at Jorvik Riding Camp, and then a lot of the times I also film at Silverglade Equestrian Center. But now I can actually just take that account and move it wherever. And honestly, I can take this account and move it wherever. Even though my main home stable is Silverglade Equestrian Center, because I like it, there are benefits to moving around on a whim. For example, festivals are a great reason why you should move your home stable. Like, for example, I liked having my home stable at Jorvik Stables for the Equestrian Festival because I could just call for pickup to get to the event grounds instead of having to go back and forth, and then at that point then you have an easy access to Moorland. If there's like something going on in game that you want quicker access to something, you can just change your home stable for free, so your call for pickup is sort of like a free fast travel now, and you can just change on a whim. So you just, if you want to go back to your original one, you just have to go over there and change it, and it's free, and that's so nice. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say because of the Summer Days Festival going on, I want to make my home stable Fort Pinta. All I have to do is go over to the doors and say, yes, make this my home stable. It will not cost me any money, but you know what? Let's just double check. 54.52. Make this my home stable. Okay. You've changed home stables. So now if I go and call for pickup, I'll come here. Yeah, 54.52. Perfect. I almost forgot. There's 2 new outfit sets in the shop this week. We have the Ocean Lily set, which is like the pink one you get for tokens. It's just blue. Pretty much exactly. And then there's like silver bangles. And one of the outfits I'm actually really excited about is the Proud set. It is this year's Pride set. It is pastel. It is very like understated. It's not like in your face rainbows, which I really appreciate. And I also love that it's like training clothing. So it's like that set that we got around Equestrian Festival when the Hanoverians came out in the teal and the black. But this one's got very subtle rainbows and I love it. I probably should have, I mean, you can see it a little bit despite my hair, but it's very cute. I like it a lot. I'm most likely going to get this set. And the last thing to talk about is codes. So on Star Stable's social media pages, specifically on their Instagram page, I don't know if they're actually, I guess maybe they're also doing TikTok, but I have no idea because I don't have TikTok. Anyways, at least on their Instagram, they are doing a sort of story reel series for the entirety of the, well, at least I'm assuming it's going to be the entirety of the Summer Days event. So last week, Hannah had her Shark Week 3 code series. There was like 3 little videos, and then that one ended with a kind of little like foreshadowing from Minerva saying that she was going to do her week next and it was going to be rainbow themed. So I'm assuming that Minerva is going to have a couple of videos this week with additional codes, so keep an eye out on Star Stable's Instagram for those. Usually they'll post one on Wednesday, so if by the time I finish editing there is one, I'll put the code here. These codes do usually expire in a couple days, which is why if they don't release on Wednesday, I don't always talk about them in videos because I don't know if they've been expired. Just for complete clarity though, these are the codes from last week. I don't think they're working anymore, but of course give them a shot because free star coins is free star coins. So I'm assuming that after Minerva's Rainbow Week, then Nova will also have a week, but we won't find out until next week. So anyways, this is a really long-winded way to say, follow Star Stable on Instagram. Whenever they do like their like Insta Reel stories that have like the little title card that are like part 1 of 3, sometimes they don't say what parts they are, but you can kind of tell. Check the comments, because most people will actually tell you what the code is in the comments if you don't want to dig for it yourself, because usually it's something they say in the video, and instead of just, you know, trying every line, most of the time somebody's found it already. Anyways, that is it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. In fact, I have a premiere set up for tomorrow. I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern time, because part 2 of my roleplay series, or mini-series, is coming out tomorrow. So that's Runaway Part 2. If you are interested in Minecraft roleplay, what? No, Star Stable roleplay. If you're interested in Star Stable roleplay, I have a kind of, I guess it's like a little drama series. It's a storyline. It's not like a day in the life sort of thing, but part 2 comes out tomorrow for the Runaways. It's technically like the 5th of the storyline, so definitely go check out Ghosts Part 1, 2, and 3 and Runaways Part 1 to get the full story. I'm excited. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, bye!